So I want to make a follow-up video for the last one I posted about the chord switching exercise. So just goes along with the exercise, and it's something to think about as you do this, as you pick two chords and go between them to a slow tempo. Now, we used the chords C and D before, and what we want to look at here is how these shapes are similar, because that can be something to focus on as you practice. That can help you get each finger going into the next chord at the same time rather than one at a time. We want the full chord to come together at once, and it's just about building muscle memory. So let's take that C and move into a D chord. So we've got the C here. And as we go to the D, first thing you can notice is how your middle finger and your ring finger stay in the same shape with the same spacing, but just go to higher strings. So the C shape here has ring finger on the A string, middle finger on the D string, so there's no gaps between them. As we go to the D chord, we move those directly higher in the fret to the higher strings in the same shape. So if I take the first finger out of the equation here and just move those two, well, it's the same fret, the same spacing. You can get used to just moving those two as a unit. So that can be a huge help in going between those two chords from C. Really focus on keeping that shape and then put the first finger down, because you can focus on that at first. C to D, move those two fingers, then the first finger comes around. But what that'll lead to is those two go to the spot they're supposed to as the first finger also meets them there at the same time. And same thing back to C, you're just pushing these two down to your lower strings, moving that first finger where it needs to go. So that kind of gets you thinking, instead about one finger at a time, one finger plus a shape you're moving. So keeping that shape the same, moving to the next chord. Now similarly, we can take maybe an A minor and a C. So let's start with the C again and move to an A minor, but this time we're actually keeping two fingers held down, the first finger, the middle finger, and just moving your third finger to your G string for your A minor chord. So instead of picking up every finger and going to the new shape, you can see where there's two fingers already in the right spot, and you can just move that third finger over, boom, A minor. So take any two chords and look for these sort of things. It's actually, to me at least, kind of fun to see the similarities between different chords and how that can make things easier. Hope that helps.